eCrafters, it's Raven here with Love for Stamps, and I'm going to do a video on cutting fabric in your eCraft. I already have mine set up. Basically what I did is I starched my fabric, and then I went ahead and put, this is just freezer paper, I ironed freezer paper onto my fabric, and I'm using an SVG from eCraft Central, and it's a flower, one of the flowers, and I'm going to go ahead and cut those out in some different sizes. Now, I am using eCraft Shop Pro. Just make sure when you're using it, when you do the feed paper from, you make sure you put front, because I load it always to the front. Okay? And then cut. And my tab settings are set at 0, because I don't want tabs. And my pressure is about 6.5. This is just some thin cotton, and I'm kind of just holding it down a little bit just to kind of hold it in place. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and unload this, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so here are my cuts. I had the tab settings at 0, so it pretty much, I had one little tab, that's probably the beginning, but it cut out, and then my other one, and that's, like I said, that's probably the beginning as well. And it cut out. Now, as you can see, this is the freezer paper on this side, and then this is my fabric on the other side. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and peel off the freezer paper from the fabric, and I'm going to do that on both sides. And then layer them together for a hair accessory. I might add some tulle in between or something like that. And this is going to be a little hair tie. Okay, so what I ended up doing is I cut just like an offhanded circle out of this fabric, and I don't know what it's called, I'm sorry. Put it in the middle, just kind of to separate the layers. And then what you're going to need is a bobby pin. Another circle, I cut this out at 1 inch. And then you're going to need your hot glue gun, and I think that's it. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're just going to put them all on top of each other the way you want them. Push in on the center, like this, and pinch together. So it kind of, oh, that wasn't really the center. So that way it kind of looks something like that. Okay, and you kind of just want to fold it in to give it its feel first, and then see how it stays like that even after you've opened it. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take that out. This is like fake stitching, fake sewing, sorry guys, but what you do is you add a glue dot to the center, or not a glue dot, I'm sorry, a glue gun to the center, and you push that in there, and you kind of mold it again, and you're going to stick another dot while that one's still hot into the center. Stick that one in there, and then we're going to push it together again. Okay, and just kind of, if it's not hot to me, but if it gets hot, you can always wear gloves while you do this portion. Okay, now you can kind of frame it the way you want it, and then we're going to go in and add some little tiny dots here and there where we want it. So, like for example, I want a little dot here. Okay, just to hold that piece in. And then I want it puffed out a little bit more. And then I want this piece a little bit closer to the piece behind it. Okay, so it's going to start to take shape. And it's kind of how you want it, whatever you want it to look like. Now, underneath, you're going to have a pinch like this. You don't necessarily want that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your fabric scissors and cut that off. Okay, so then you have your flower on the top and a flat bottom. Now this is where this circle and the bobby pin come in handy. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up the bobby pin, stick your circle in there, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to add some hot glue all around it. And you can be generous. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my flower and stick it right on there and kind of mold that around. I'm going to push it onto my craft mat too. Sorry, I know you guys can't see that. I'm going to push it onto my craft mat just to push the hot glue into it. Okay. Now at this part you can go back, after that's all where you want it to be, you can go back and fluff it out, or you can go in and add more glue to any areas where you might want to glue it down as well. Okay, so like right here, see there's a big gap right there. I kind of want that closer together. So I'm going to go ahead and push that in. Oop, and it stuck my hand. Okay, and then this, I don't want it to look too shabby, so I'm going to just cut all those out. And that's your finished flower. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everybody's having a great day.